Welcome to Liberate Your People Pleaser. I am your host, Brenda Florida, certified life coach, and you might be a people pleaser if you sacrifice your needs or your wants or your feelings to benefit someone else, or you keep silent when something bothers you or upsets you, or you're super critical and feel like you're probably your own worst enemy. Well, here's what I've got in store for you for this podcast. First of all, there's nothing wrong with you and you don't need fixing. What we need to do is leverage the superpowers of being a people pleaser because there are definite superpowers. You are super intuitive, I am sure. You have great powers of empathy, the ability to read a situation and know what's going on with people and those around you. So what we're going to do in each episode is talk about ways to disempower the parts of it that are diminishing and don't serve us anymore, and level up or empower all those superpowers. So join me in the next episode of Liberate Your People Pleaser. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2021 and Liberate Your People Pleaser. So my message for you today is summed up in this statement. There is no power outside of you greater than the power inside of you. So just breathe that in, take that in, let it fill every cell of your body. There's actually no power outside of you, no circumstance, no person, no virus, no nothing that has more power than the power inside of you. And so that's what I want for you and for me as we head into 2021. It's a new year and hopefully, sort of a renewed sense of optimism after a really difficult year. And not much is different, right? There's a lot of things that made 2020 challenging that are still with us here in 2021. And so for me, the way I coach people and the way I live, which are congruent because I can't coach what I don't do, is to anchor myself and help others get anchored in that truth, that no matter what's going on outside of us, it can be horrible. Okay. I've been in some really dire situations in my life in the last few years. So it's not about everything being unicorns and rainbows, right? But it is about when those challenges arise, when it's, the 100th day, so to speak, of gloominess, how do we rise? What do we do? What's the practical thing that we can do? Because what I know for sure is when I don't feel powerful, when I feel like there are powers outside of me in other people or circumstances that are more powerful than I am, that's depressing. Okay. That in that place, I don't have a lot of hope. From that place, I can't access all the possibilities that might be available to me. But when no matter what those things are, I know, wait a minute, no matter what's coming at me, I am more powerful. What's inside of me, my divinity, my truth, just the essence of what I am. It doesn't have to be spiritual if that's not your thing. The essence of who you are is more powerful than any circumstance, any other person. And when you're there and you can believe that and hold on to that, you will start to see possibilities. Or you'll be working with a coach who helps you find those possibilities, because that's what I do all the time in a session. Our last episode was about, sort of behind the scenes of what it's like to work with a coach. And that's really what I do. I help people get back to that place where they know they are more powerful than the circumstance or the person that they're confronted with. That's why I created the whole VIP package that I'm so excited about for Be Seen and Be Heard, because we need time and we need support over a period of time to make these significant shifts in our life, right? If you're in a relationship where you're not being seen and heard, there are a number of reasons for that, and they've been building up over time. Some of them have been there for them, usually they've all been there longer than you've been with your partner right now. And so it makes sense that it takes the support of a program like this package of 90 days with 9 sessions, and the Voxer support, which is really the glue sort of that holds it all together, right? So that in between your sessions, when you have a conversation that you need to deal with, or some situation has come up you weren't expecting, whatever hits you, you can reach out to me through that. It's just like a messenger kind of app, but you can it's audio. You can record your voice instead of having to type everything. And that way we can talk to each other in an asynchronistic way. And I can give you feedback, or I can give you a tip or a tool or a pointer for how to have a conversation or whatever, so that I'm just like right in your back pocket for those 90 days. And at the end of those 90 days and all the way through it, you're going to see so many shifts and so many changes and so much evolution in yourself. And so I really hope that you will join me in this, because I'm so excited about this option. I started with a three session package, which is great. 3 sessions will absolutely, get you off go and create change. But the 90-day VIP package is where, you're really going to get super sustainable, results, or more of them anyway, because of the time involved. So I'm really excited for you to participate in that. I'll put the link in the show notes, of course, and you'll see on the page that all you're doing is scheduling a call with me. It's not a sales call. It's a conversation to see how well we will work together, to make sure I feel like I can help you with your relationship challenge, and for you to feel like I'm the person who can help you do that. And we know that 15 minutes is enough time. Trust me, I've done this with a lot of people, and we know if we can work together or not. So I hope you'll join me in exploring that and use it as a way to up-level your sense of knowing and groundedness in that truth that there's no power outside of you greater than the power inside of you. Because everything that you do to work on that dynamic in your relationship will spill over into everything else. It'll spill over into your career. It'll spill over into your other relationships with family, friends, anybody you're with. And so you'll get all of that added benefit. So please remember, if you don't remember anything else from this podcast, remember that truth, that there's no power outside of you greater than the power inside of you, and bring that energy and that confidence into 2021. I'll see you in the next episode. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Liberate Your People Pleaser. And I want to take just a minute to share a little more about my special package I have going now to be seen and heard in your relationship. This is a limited time offer at the price I'm offering it. There's the entry-level 3-session package. But for those of you who just know you're going to need a little more, or you're wondering if you might, I've got this VIP package. This is a full 90 days with 9 one-on-one coaching sessions plus 90 days of Voxer support. So Voxer is like a app that just makes it very easy for us to voice communicate. You don't have to type everything. We can just record messages to each other so that you'll have the support you need, because I know that 2020 has been hard on a lot of our romantic relationships. And so I wanted to kick the new year off with something that's going to really serve you. And beyond romance, it's going to help you in your work relationships and everything else. Because once we sort of figure out this dynamic of being seen and heard and not feeling invisible anymore and not dismissing ourselves or letting others dismiss us, then everything in life changes. So check out the information and sales page. So the link is in the show notes, and you can book your appointment if you think the VIP package might be right for you. Or if you just know you want that 3-session package and start there, you can pay for that online. As soon as you finish your payment, you'll get an email from me to book your first session. For those of you who book your call to decide if VIP is right for you, then you'll get an email with the link to schedule that call. So actually, no, you're going to schedule the call right from the sales page. It'll take you right to the scheduler, and then we'll figure out what to do on our call together. So I can't wait to hear from you on that. And as always, the show notes will also include a link to join my private Facebook group, Liberate Your People Pleaser, if you haven't done that yet, and a link to ask me a question that you would like to have addressed on Liberate Your People Pleaser. All right, everybody. Love you.